Okay guys, time for another review. This time it's gonna be strings. Mayami Hybrid, Big Spin in mains, Tour Hex in crosses, looking good as you can see, a bit shiny. Big Spin is a triangle twisted shaped string. Tour Hex is a six-sided shaped string, it's quite similar to Head Lynx Tour, but a bit softer and a bit thinner in gauge. The string bed is a bit more forgiving, more lively as well, with slightly higher launch angle. I think the best way to describe Tour Hex is a mix of Head Lynx Tour with Yonex Tour Pro, yet in a slightly thinner gauge. So imagine a string like that, and it could be Mayami Tour Hex, and in the range of this string regarding performance and feel. Big Spin, yeah, it's a spin monster. I tried also both strings in a full bed. Big Spin is a string that gives you a lot of spin and comfort, and usually you have to choose spin or comfort. For some reason, spin-oriented strings usually are quite stiff, like Tour Bite or Head Lynx Tour, Tourna Silver 7 Tour, or Technifiber Black Coat. So in this sense, Big Spin is trying to offer something very spin-oriented for those who are still looking for comfort in a string. That being said, I think that Big Spin in full bed can be a one-trick pony for someone that wants to just rip up, hit the ball with closed eyes and wait for the ball to dive inside the court. So from the baseline it's actually quite great because you create this shape and you create the margin above the net. So that's what players usually look for. However, at net the response can be quite erratic. Sometimes I was getting an easy ball, and for some reason the string was kind of grabbing the ball in a slightly different way that I am used to. I was hitting the ball to the net, and same on serves. It excels on spin serves, top spin serves, kick serves, but it's not the best on flat serves. So a hybrid of Big Spin with Tour Hex gives you a balanced response. So that's why I like the combination quite much. For some reason, six-sided shaped strings perform quite well in a cross setup. Most people put shaped strings in the mains of the racket, which makes sense because mains play the biggest factor in how the racket, the string bed performs. But there are some exceptions of this rule. Musetti, for example, plays with a six-sided Head Lynx Tour in his racket as well, and with a round string in the mains. So this was discovered by him by mistake, and he quite liked it and stick to it ever since. So maybe it is worth trying something in a unconventional way. And Mayami Big Spin Tour Hex Hybrid could be it, especially if you prefer a slightly more forgiving, softer setup, yet you still need this spin and control from your racket. Mayami is in general trying to provide strings with above average value, with quite good pricing, and I think they try to find their place in a string market where both comfort and performance meet in one place, and this is a challenge for every brand. In this setup of Big Spin Tour Hex Hybrid, I think you get the control from the spin of Big Spin and a bit of control from Tour Hex as, let's say, limiter for the Big Spin. It limits the Big Spin's launch angle, I would say. Now the response is a bit more linear, with much better predictability. So as you can see, I tried those setups in Percept 100D and Yonex Vcore Tour. Out of the box, the string bed can be a bit stiff, but when the strings settle in the racket, the performance changes and the feel changes as well. It becomes much more comfortable with much better pocketing. So yeah, it is worth keeping the strings for 2 training sessions until you decide if you like the string or not. And this is the case with many strings. For example, Luxilon Original is my top 8 of favorite strings, and when I first tried it, I hated it, and yeah, now it's one of my favorites, and I tried to find the replacement, the cheaper alternative to the string, and I couldn't. Tensions play a role quite a lot as well, but it is something I got used to, and there are not that many 125 strings that I like after getting used to the thicker strings, and this hybrid is one of them. For some reason I get the control that I need. The primary goal here is comfort, forgiveness, spin, and give enough control to perform under pressure. I tried some other, let's say, popular hybrids on the market, like K-pop or Super Toro Enzo Pro and Technifiber Razor Soft 125-120 hybrid. So there are some hybrids video reviews coming your way. The string combination from Mayami, Big Spin Tour Hex, is probably one of my favorites next to the K-pop setup. When comparing Big Spin Tour Hex hybrid to, let's say, Tourline K-pop, I would say K-pop is much stiffer in response, therefore giving you much more control, but also less power. So yeah, this setup is definitely more forgiving and maybe a bit more spin oriented. However, K-pop might be a bit better performer under pressure. I will get to that while reviewing the K-pop hybrid. So as I tested Big Spin Tour Hex hybrid in Vcore Tour and Percept 100D, I think this setup played better actually in a Percept 100D. Maybe in general I prefer this racket, but it kinda gave me some options that I maybe lack usually from this racket, and it is usually looking for a bit more spin and maybe forgiveness. For some reason I find this frame to be quite erratic once you add a leather grip to the handle, so setting the tension a bit lower or using a softer setup gives you better results, in my opinion. Of course, I will have to try K-pop in it as well. I tried K-pop so far only in a T-Fight 305, so let's see which hybrid will be the ultimate hybrid of strings. But I think there are some key differences that it just depends on what you're looking for. If you want more comfort while getting all the performance benefits, I think you will be good with Big Spin Tour Hex from Mayami. If you are more maybe competitive, looking for this very linear precision while getting all the benefits, spin control, but maybe sacrificing a bit of comfort, then K-pop could be your preferred string of choice. So yeah, it all depends what you're looking for and what you really need from the string bed. So yeah, that's it for the review. Thank you for watching. I'm a bit rusty, I haven't played for a while, but yeah, let's keep grinding. Subscribe if you can, and see you soon. Maybe another hybrid. Let me know.